everyone, fellow Toastmasters, and to our guests. What did you have for lunch today? For me, I had a taco dorado from Lupe's Burritos down the street. If you haven't been there, I highly suggest you try it out. Did you know that you have 11 organ systems in your amazing body, such as the lymphatic system, endocrine system, nervous system, respiratory, circular, and so on. But there is one that is my favorite. Today, I am going to take you on the journey of my taco. And that starts at my mouth and ends back there. I know this sounds a little weird, but when I was a little girl, I used to stare at my poop. And once I got a camera phone, I used to take pictures of it. I used to send it to my friends, to my brother. My parents used to get really mad at me. But I would stare at it and I would think, why is it that color? Why is it that shape? What is that in there? Is that corn? No. I know it sounds a little weird, but as I got older, I learned that it's truly remarkable what this system does for our livelihoods each and every day. So this begs the question, why do we eat? Obviously, food tastes good, right? If we didn't eat, or it didn't taste good, we wouldn't eat. But there is a greater purpose. We eat because our bodies need nutrients and energy. And that comes from our food. We need energy because even eating requires energy, and we need nutrients so that we can grow and repair ourselves. Let's go back to this taco. A taco dorado is made with a corn tortilla, shredded beef or ground beef, sometimes it's either or, lettuce, tomato, shredded cheese, also good. Each of those ingredients are made up of carbohydrates, lipids, proteins, vitamins, minerals, which are all essential for our bodies to function. Let me describe this taco for you one more time. A good taco dorado is made with a corn tortilla. You stuff it with the ground beef or with the shredded beef, and then you deep fry it. I've been to places where they have a taco shell, and then they just put everything in there. It's not the same. Once you take it out of the fryer, that's when you're gonna add the lettuce. You're gonna add the tomato. My favorite part is the shredded cheese. I put a lot of cheese on top. And if you're at Lupe's, you're gonna put some of that fire red salsa on top. So good. By chance, did anyone's mouth just water listening to that description? Maybe. What if it did? That's actually the first step of digestion. Chemical digestion, that is. Our saliva has an enzyme called amylase. An enzyme is a fancy word for a substance in our body that helps speed up reactions. The reaction that's happening in our mouths is the breakdown of carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are in the tortilla. What do we have teeth for? Not just to smile and to look pretty, right? Although we all have beautiful smiles, by the way. But we have teeth so that we can chew the heck out of our food. Why? Because our body doesn't absorb the taco whole, it absorbs the nutrients that make up the taco. Once we chew our food, it is ready to go down the esophagus. But it's not a straight shot down. Your esophagus is a muscle, and it contracts to help push that food down. That's called peristalsis. Once it goes all the way to the bottom, it is now ready to enter the stomach. This isn't the same for everyone, but give or take, you can think of the size of your stomach, or you can compare it to the size of a fist. However, the stomach can expand substantially. Have any of you ever eaten so much that you're so full, your stomach is bloated, and you're just tired? That's because your stomach has now expanded and is pushing up against everything around it, and your body's trying to tell you, you need to stop eating. Inside the stomach, that food is going to mix with enzymes, digestive juices, and it's also going to be moved around to just mix it all together so that it can prepare to enter the small intestine. Don't be fooled by the name. The small intestine is actually quite large in length. It can be upwards of 20 feet long. Once all of that substance moves into the small intestine, the primary role of the small intestine is to absorb all the good stuff, all the nutrients. It's gonna travel that long tube. Peristalsis is also happening to help push everything through. Water's gonna be sent in, and there's still a little bit of digestion happening. The food is almost nearing its long journey when it enters the large intestine. Again, don't be fooled by the name, but the large intestine is about 5 feet long. So maybe they got the name switched up. Once it's in there, the primary role of the large intestine is to remove water so that we can start getting that nice compact poop that we're all familiar with. There's still a little bit of digestion happening in the large intestine, but as it's going through, there is also waste that's being sent in so that your body can get rid of it. One of the big waste products in our poop is actually broken down blood cells, and that's what's responsible for your poop's characteristic brown color. Now, we are coming to the end of the journey of the taco, because it is now going into its garage, also known as your rectum. There, it parks, and it's just waiting for you to go sit on that toilet and let it all out. It is a little weird, I know, of a topic that I chose, but I have always been fascinated by the digestive system, and I'm here to remind you that you are this amazing being made up of all these amazing systems that do so much for your livelihood each and every day. So with that, I invite you to consider the next time you poop, take a look. Thank you.